Hey everybody, Mama Hen back at you again with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be making homemade macaroni and cheese. So here we go. Over here in this little sauce pot, I'm making a roux, which consists of butter, salt, pepper, garlic, granulated garlic powder, and a little bit of cornstarch, and I'm going to brown that. This will be the base for the macaroni and cheese. So in this pot here, I've got my macaroni just about done, and I'm going to preheat my oven to 400. Well, 400. Okay, after the roux turns a bit brown, I'm going to go ahead and add my whole buttermilk. This is basically a bechamel sauce. And I'm going to add about a good 2 cups, maybe a little bit more. 2.5 to 3 cups of whole fat buttermilk, and just bring that to a simmer. The next thing I'm going to add is a bit of my cheese. I've got Velveeta, because what is a good mac and cheese without Velveeta cheese? You gotta do Velveeta. So I've got Velveeta, mozzarella, sharp cheddar, and I think Munster. I usually do 4 to 5 different cheeses, but I'm just going to add a bit of, pepper jack. That's the other one. Pepper jack. So I'm going to add a bit of my cheese to my bechamel. And then with the rest of the cheese, I'm just going to layer it with my macaroni. So go ahead and continue to stir that to make your cheese sauce. Now, you can chunk up the cheese or you can grate it. I just thought to chunk it up. It's less time consuming and it accomplishes the same thing. So gonna melt down that cheese, and my macaroni should be just about done. And it can be half cooked because you're going to finish it off in the oven. So I'll say right now it's pretty much al dente, which means to the tooth, means it's chewy. Generally speaking, I like to blend Munster, extra sharp, Velveeta of course, pepper jack, and Asiago, which is kind of sort of like a blue cheese, but I wasn't in the right store, so I don't have Asiago. And I've got these cute little Crocs that I just purchased days ago. Aren't those cute with the nice handle? And so I'm going to bake off a couple of bowls of macaroni and cheese. And I almost forgot, for a good macaroni and cheese, here's my secret ingredient. It's fresh grated nutmeg. That's my secret ingredient. Just a dash. Don't buy this stuff in the can. Go and buy you some whole nutmeg. Whole, it's a nut. See that? And just add a little bit of nutmeg to your bechamel. Just a little bit. Okay, I can turn that off because it's done. And so basically what I'm going to do is layer on my macaroni, and then a layer of cheese, and then a layer of bechamel. Oh, by the way, when you're cooking any macaroni product, you want to salt your water, just because pasta doesn't come salted. It has basically no flavor. So you got to do it. So here we go. I hope you can see this. My bowl of pasta, and then I'm going to layer in some cheeses. I probably don't have enough, so I'm going to have to add some. Then again, maybe I won't have to. So there's that. And then some of the bechamel. See how that's nice and thick? So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some. Pour some of that sauce into the crock. Okay, there's that. Then another layer of pasta. I don't know what kind of noodles these are, but it's the only noodles I have. So it is what it is. Okay. Then I'm going to add another layer of cheese. Yeah, I need some more cheese. Not to worry, I've got some more cut up. And the last layer, I'm going to add my last layer of cheese sauce. And to top that off, I'm going to add some breadcrumbs. See that? I'm going to add some breadcrumbs. Okay, and the first one, we're going to the oven now. All right. So just repeat the process all over again. By the way, you want to spray your little dish or your crock or whatever so that the macaroni and cheese doesn't stick. Hold the line. Had to grab my bag of cheese. And again, for those of you that may have missed me telling you that I normally do 4 or 5 different cheeses, but today I have Velveeta, which is a staple. No macaroni and cheese is macaroni and cheese without Velveeta. So there you go, another layer of bechamel. Okay. Then the last layer of macaroni. Okay. Then the last layer of cheese. But anyway, the 4 cheeses that I'm using today is Velveeta, sharp cheddar, pepper jack, and mozzarella. I wanted to add some Asiago, which is pretty much like a blue cheese, but I was at the wrong store. So, no Asiago today. But it's all good. It's all good. And then the last layer of the bechamel. Also, I almost forgot to tell you guys, I added some minced onion, dehydrated onion, to my sauce. And that's it. Top it off with some breadcrumb. You don't absolutely have to use breadcrumbs, but I just like the color and the slight crunch that you get when it finishes baking. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's going to probably bake maybe 30 minutes, 30 or 40 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. Doesn't take very long because the macaroni is cooked at least halfway. And I cubed the cheese, so it shouldn't take too long for that to get done. So about 30 minutes. Okay, folks, I'm back. And I've got the first one that I put into the oven. Looks like this. That look yummy. So I'm going to go ahead and dig in for the sake of time. But as you can tell, it's a full crock of macaroni and cheese. With that said, I'm not even going to let it cool off. I'm just going to dig in. See the creaminess? The creaminess and the stringiness of it all. See that? That looked wonderful. We'll take about 60 seconds to blow this off because this is extremely hot. I don't know if you can see it, but the breadcrumbs have kind of toasted off and leaving a crusty top. It's hot, but so good. You taste a slight taste of the nutmeg, the fresh grated nutmeg, which I think is essential to good macaroni and cheese. So there you have it. Creamy and stringy homemade macaroni and cheese. If you like this video, please, by all means, like, subscribe, and share. With that said, bye-bye.